mentors. So we'll talk about each one of those areas of responsibility. First and foremost are the members. The Vice President of Education is responsible for helping the individual members meet their goals. What that translates to is when a member joins the club, I say, tell me why you're here. I pull them aside at a meeting and ask them, what do they do for work? What are they looking to accomplish here? What specific skill set are they trying to grow by joining Toastmasters? And then working with their mentor later on to find out, do they want to get their CC in 6 months, in a year? Do they want to do their CL really fast? What is their individual goal? I'm also responsible for tracking the club goals as a whole on the Distinguished Club Program related to the educational achievements. So the CCs, the CLs, and the Advanced Communicator and Leadership Awards, making sure that we have enough of those lined up every year to get our President's Distinguished status. So I track the awards. When people earn their educational awards, I enter them into the online Toastmasters system, as I've done many, many times for Lorna back here. She had me enter several. It's a very simple system to use. Everything's online, it's easy. And then also making sure that when a member earns their CC, they get their badge and the president gives them the badge. So what you didn't see behind the scenes was me ordering Dennis's badge, reading it 16 times to make sure his name is spelled right. Sometimes that's not. And then giving it to Doug to formally present to Dennis at a meeting. So that's members. For meetings, I am the easy speak God. I have control. I have the power. You are subject to my whims. But really, for every meeting, I'm responsible for lining up speakers and the Toastmaster. Everyone who served as Toastmaster knows that the Toastmaster then fills the rest of the roles. Lining up speakers is the hardest part of this job, particularly for me. It may not be obvious, but I'm really an introvert. I just want to be left alone to get stuff done. Go away, let me write my speech and stand up here, let me do my thing, and then leave me alone. That is absolutely not the mindset the VPE can take. No way. Because what happens is nobody signs up for speeches. Well, you can't have a meeting without any speeches. So as the VPE, you have to actually go, Earl, you're so close to your CC, man. Come on, let's do it. Right? You have to inspire people and encourage them and volunteer them to give their speeches. It's very difficult. And oftentimes what will happen too is you'll have somebody scheduled to speak, and then an hour before the meeting they'll send you a text, I'm not ready. Well, neither am I, but I guess I'm giving a speech tonight. It happens. So the other part of meetings is always having a backup plan, whether that's you, whether that's calling the DTMs in the club and saying you gotta give a speech tonight because we don't have anybody. You always have to have a backup plan because somebody will bail on you. You schedule the speakers, you schedule the Toastmaster. You're also responsible for making sure that contests happen. That doesn't mean that you have to chair the contest. You don't have to run the contest, but you have to make sure that someone is doing that. Put it on the calendar and make sure that there's a contest chair. Not too difficult. And finally, for meetings, every now and then, shake it up. Do something different. Have a backwards meeting where you do evaluations before your speeches. Have a brown bag